Okay, here we go. I'm going to try something new. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Today, I want to talk about this new direction for this channel. The idea that I had to kind of reboot this channel and give it new life again. And in so doing, what I plan on doing is using lessons learned from other YouTubers who are kind of trying to dissect the system and see what works, and share it with you while I do it in real time. I want to share with you the analytics. I want to share with you what I'm exactly doing. I'm going to share with you the outcomes. You know, did it work? Didn't work? There's a bunch of guys who will be out there telling you, oh, they've got the system. If you only pay, $59.99 a month or whatever it is to do it. I think they're just getting successful on YouTube, getting people to subscribe to their plan to get successful on YouTube. But there's a couple of guys that I've come across lately that seem to be genuinely sharing without a subscription, only because they're already successful, how to do it and what's working for them and what they've observed. One of the guys that I've come across, and I hope I'm saying your name right, sir, is Shane Hummus. I'll put his a picture of his YouTube channel here up on the screen. He's done it successfully a number of times and shown the models, and he's sharing all the data. So that's interesting. The difference from my channel is I'm going to apply it and show you how it's worked for me. The other gentleman that I just came across today is a name also, I apologize, Gabe Bult, I think is his name. Again, here he is on the screen. He's got some interesting concepts for what he thinks will work in 2026, and I'm going to apply that starting today with this video. Less production, less manufactured interest, and more about what people want to do. They want to just have a real conversation. And I'm hoping that's something that you want to do because I do love to talk. So how did we get here? Not we. How did I get here? So I have mentioned in a bunch of my videos that, I worked for NASA. Fantastic job. Federal budget cuts came, and I no longer work for NASA. I'm not going to get into the politics of it. It is what it is. What I have to do is reboot, figure out what I'm going to do next. And what I'm going to do next is a little bit of this and reboot my freelance career. While I was working at NASA, it was awesome. I got to see things I never thought I'd get to see. Behind the scene on things, I got to hold a moon rock in my hand. I got to hold one of the gold records that was made to reach outer edges of the galaxy universe, and I think there was only 12 made. I got to see capsules, you name it. It was, I got to see the Orion capsule that went around the moon. Right there. Cool. Just got to see a lot of cool stuff. However, in the 6 years that I was at NASA, I kind of let this channel, let it die, not die, that's the wrong word. I just let it float, it just was moving along. And it did okay, better probably than a lot of YouTube channels because I had some content that was kind of evergreen. I shot a lot of music videos for a radio station here in Akron, 91.3 The Summit. Shout out. Love those guys. And they would have bands come into their studio and we would record them for a television show that we had on the local PBS channel. So, I have videos on my channel of Emerson Hart from Tonic. That one still gets regular views. The Record Company, awesome band. You should check them out. And then bands are sort of constantly touring, like ZZ Ward. She is phenomenal. The fact that she hasn't blown up still blows my mind. And just like so many bands, KT Tunstall. Come on, Black Horse and Cherry Tree. I have the live version of that on my channel. So my channel was doing, okay, kind of just floating along. But the goal here is to kind of reboot this channel. Now, I don't have any delusions of grandeur that I'm going to have, 1 million subscribers and I'm going to be this YouTuber, a famous YouTuber. That's not the goal. The goal is to just make this a viable channel with enough traction that it will be a good tool, a good business card, if you will, for customers who want to come to me and say, hey, I would like you to do video work for us. That's the primary goal. I enjoy making video and meeting neat people and neat people. Well, you know what I'm saying. But I enjoy interacting with people, especially creative people. And that's another video that I'm going to be shooting, and that will be after this one, about the process of working with the other artists and the work that they're creating in studio. I love that. It has always been a passion of mine. I've been an artist since I was a child, and so watching other people and learning from their creative process has always been sort of a favorite passion. What am I saying? It was just like a favorite thing to observe. Like being in the space, that energy is just a lot of fun. So anyway, I digress. The point is, I would just like to have a YouTube channel, has a little bit of traction, but also just continue to create video for my clients. So this channel will have an interesting mix of things. The channel will have videos like this where I'm talking to you and talking about my experiences and talking about the things that are working for me. Also, as I mentioned, because I'm going to be applying these techniques, sharing in real time. What's working? What isn't? What did they say would work that doesn't seem to actually have any traction for me? I'm going to share it with you. And maybe that's information you can use as you're trying to grow your YouTube channel for whatever reason you want to do it. Maybe you do want to be a huge YouTube creator and have that be your full-time job. Well, if this works, it should work for you, because I'm not going to do anything special, and I'm not going to pay for ad placement or bots or any of that stuff. We're just going to go organic, real YouTube growth. And let's see what happens. The other thing that I'll be showing on this channel is behind the scenes. What am I doing while I'm making videos for other people? What are my setups? I like to do minimal setups. What's the equipment that I'm using? I'll be reviewing the gear that I like to use. And usually I like to use whatever I can get on a budget, because I'm working with my own equipment to make products for other people. So the lower my costs can be, the more profitable I can be in my business. Rental's an option. When I work with other shooters, they bring their gear too, which is helpful. But what I buy for myself, I try to find the most cost-effective way to get the highest quality. And I'll share that with you. And again, not paid sponsorship, not paid advertising, but just like, hey, I bought this on Amazon and I love it. Or I bought this and I think this is garbage and I would never buy it again. So I'll share that with you. And maybe along the way, there'll be some mini documentaries, which the next video probably will be. It'll only be a few minutes. I love documentary storytelling. I love watching people create their art or make something that they're passionate about and ask them why they are and why it's special to them and why other people should care about it. I love that interchange, and I've always enjoyed that, and I hope you do too. So this channel will have, it's primarily a YouTube-based channel, how to grow on YouTube, but also how I do my video business and what equipment I use. Those are sort of the three areas that I'll be going on. And of course, music videos are going to be a part of it because I love making music videos. That's the plan. I hope you will join me on this journey. I hope you'll hang around and maybe learn something. And, I'll tell you what, maybe if you're doing something that's working and you're willing to share it, share with me in the comments. Message me. Let's all learn how to use this new algorithm and what YouTube is now in 2026 and grow together. We can maybe even build a community around it. So hang out with me. Be sure to share, subscribe, like it. Anything you can do to help this channel gain more traction in the algorithm will be good for us as we learn how this works. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.